Okay. Question number 19 of 2002 paper is true or false question. A. Total volume of prescription. So it has promethazine elixir 30 ml. We will see how to see. Promethazine elixir. (30 ml). Then promethazine, simple syrup 20 ml. Again says purified water QS 150 ml. Purified water quantity sufficient to make 150 ml. Then that means take these two portions first and it made 50 ml and add the purified water up to 150 ml. So it is not 200 ml. Quantity sufficient up to 150 ml. So answer is false. B. 60 ml of half normal saline has 50.4 grams of sodium chloride. Half normal saline means it is half of the normal saline strength. Normal saline strength is 0.9%. Zero 0.9% weight by volume. Half normal means 0.9 divided by 2% weight by volume, that is 0.45%. So that is correct. No, sorry. The answer is false. The answer is false here. Okay. Question C. 100 ml of amoxicillin oral suspension, 125 milligram per 5 ml contains an antibiotic amount equivalent to that of 10 250 milligram capsules, that is an EC1. So it contains 125 milligrams per 5 ml. Okay. Now, it 100 ml of it, 100 ml contain 5 in 125 into 100. That is 25 into 100 equal to 2500 milligram of amoxicillin. So each capsule is containing 250 milligram in each capsule. So 250 milligram into 10 in capsules is equal to again 2500 milligrams. So in total, you get the same thing. D. The drug with a recommended dose of 5 milligram per kilogram body weight requires 2 tablets of 250 milligram strength for a 60 kilogram patient. Okay. Again, the drug with recommended dose is 5 milligram per kilogram body weight. Requires 2 tablets of 250 milligram strength for a 60 kilogram patient. So that is also, each kilo body weight needs 5 milligram. So 5 milligram into 2. So 5 milligram into 60 kilogram. 5 milligram per kilogram multiplied by 60 kilograms. So kilogram cancels. 300 milligram. So 2 tablets of 100 milligram, 150 milligram means again into 2 is equal 300 milligram. It is true. E. A dose of 10 international units thrice a day during 1 week provide 2100 international units. Now, when you dispense vitamin K, vitamin D, vitamin A, you need to use international units, not in milligrams. So 10 international units thrice a day, 4 once a week, 1 week. Again, so 10 IU into 3 per day into how many days? 7 days is equal to one shot you can see after CHI 210 international units. So not 2100 international units. It is only 210 IU. Question number 20. True or false? Cimetidine inhibits gastric acid secretion. True. Cimetidine, famotidine, nisatidine, all these are same group tablets. They inhibit H2 receptors in the stomach. So it is true. Actually, they inhibit production, but you can say true. Acid secretion is reduced. B. Magnesium trisilicate acts as an antacid following systemic absorption. Systemic absorption, no systemic absorption. Magnesium trisilicate only neutralize acid H plus in the stomach. Magnesium trisilicate is not absorbed to the body. So that is false. Omeprazole, when you take, omeprazole acts in peptic ulcer by neutralizing gastric acid. That is false. Omeprazole actually it is a PPI called proton pump inhibitor. See, this is a cell in the stomach. So this is a stomach juice. So this is a lining cell. This is called parietal cell. This produces H plus acid, and it need to go through the Cytoplasmic membrane. From the cell, it has to go to the stomach. But stomach has lot of H plus. Much more than here. Everywhere. Here only a small amount, but from the small amount, you have to pump this to the, you have to pump because it is only few here, more there. So you have to pump hydrogen ions. So for that, you get a proton pump inhibitor. That is called PPI. So this proton pump inhibitor is blocked by omeprazole. Proton pump inhibitor is blocked. Proton pump inhibitor is an enzyme. It is an enzyme. So it is potassium hydrogen ATPase enzyme. Proton pump inhibitor is potassium hydrogen ATPase. This means enzyme. This is an enzyme. It needs ATP, that is energy dependent. ශක්තිය දල තමයි දාන්නේ. අධික සාන්ද්‍රණය ඉඳන් අඩු සාන්ද්‍රණය ඉඳන් වැඩි සාන්ද්‍රණයට. So PPI කියලා කියන්නේ එතන. omeprazole acts in peptic ulcer by neutralizing gastric acid. නෑ. අපි දැම්ම බොන දෙයක් magnesium hydroxide, magnesium trisilicate, aluminium hydroxide මේ ඔක්කොම acid neutralize කරන්නේ. එතන acid neutralize කරනවා විතරයි. PPI නැත්නම් omeprazole ඒවා වෙන්නේ drug is මෙතන තියෙන proton pump එක drug එක inhibit කරන proton omeprazole. Loperamide is recommended for systematic management of diarrhea in small children. පොඩි ළමයින්ට දෙනවා පොඩි සිරප් එක තියෙනවා ඒකේ. Spragular has laxative properties. That is true. මේ ටික පොඩ්ඩක් කියව ගන්න. Read this. Fibers වලට දෙන්නේ. වැඩි fibers දෙන්න ඕන අවස්ථාවක. For relief of constipation. Pregnancy කාලට දෙන්න පුළුවන්. That is the situation they give them. Question number 21. True or false about drugs used to manage bronchial asthma? Salbutamol is known to produce palpitation. That is true. Heart rate ටික Salbutamol produce drowsiness in children. Salbutamol drowsy කරන්නේ false එක. Salbutamol is recommended for use in acute attack of asthma. It's true. Sorry, salmeterol. Salmeterol false. Salmeterol then acute attack. Salmeterol preventative acute attack එක දෙන්නේ. Salbutamol නැත්නම් terbutaline. Acute attack එක දෙන්න පුළුවන් දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. Salbutamol terbutaline. Salbutamol terbutaline. Ipratropium has bronchodilator properties. Ipratropium, Ipratropium වලින් වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? දැන් lungs වල තියෙනවනේ airways වල smooth muscle තියෙනවා. airways smooth muscle. smooth muscle කියන්නේ airway එක cross section එක උන්ට. හරස් කඩක් ගත්තොත් අර airway ගෙනියන. So the cross section of the airway, if you see, you will see some layer, smooth muscle layer. This smooth muscle layer can make it smaller or enlarge this tube. So in asthma, you have to make it enlarged. So this is enlarged by two types of receptors. One is beta 2 receptors. Other one is cholinergic receptors. So this is sympathetic. This is parasympathetic. Cholinergic line is parasympathetic. These two are opposite. So when beta 2 is stimulated, it gets larger. If cholinergic receptors are stimulated, it becomes smaller. This becomes smaller. So the airline becomes smaller. So that when you treat asthma, you have to use beta 2 receptor agonist, or that is salbutamol drugs. It stimulates beta 2 receptors. If you are touching the other side, that is cholinergic receptors, you have to block. When you block cholinergic receptors, again you get bronchodilation, enlarging. So inhaled steroids, ipratropium is an anticholinergic drug. That is, the ipratropium blocks the muscarinic receptors. So cholinergic receptors, where acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, those receptors are blocked by ipratropium bromide. Then becomes larger. So that is true. Ipratropium has bronchodilator properties. Airways are dilated. Inhaled steroids have bronchodilator properties. Steroids action is different. Prednisolone or all steroids, when you inhale, these steroids actually has no direct effect of dilation. What it does, it reduces the secretion. මේ ඇතුලේ secretion එන එක mucus අඩු කරනවා. මේ mucus layer එක අයින් කරනවා, අඩු කරනවා. mucus secretion එක අඩු කරනවා. ඉතින් mucus තියෙන ඒවාට මොකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒවා ඉබේ අයින් වෙලා යන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි අලුතෙන් හැදෙන එක අඩු කරනවා. එතකොට ස්ටෙරොයිඩ් එකක් ගත්තාම ගත්ත ගමන් හොඳ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ස්ටෙරොයිඩ් වල bronchodilator property එකක් නැහැ. True or false of corticosteroids? Dexamethasone is naturally found in the body. That is false. Dexamethasone may factor yadaneka. Dexamethasone is synthesized drug. Long-term use of prednisolone is known to produce fractures. True, because prednisolone causes osteoporosis. Prednisolone වල bone වල calcium අයින් කරනවා. That is called osteoclastic activity. Calcium reduce the calcium in bones, so it becomes weaker, can fracture easily. C. Corticosteroids are known to worsen diabetes. That is true. Corticosteroids always interfere with carbohydrate metabolism. So when you take corticosteroids, if a patient is diabetic, they get increased blood sugar. D, they have anti-inflammatory properties. That is true. Inflammation is reduced. Mometasone is a topical corticosteroid. That is true. Mometasone is not used internally. Skin conditions, you only for skin conditions. So question number 23, the instruction mentioned along with the drug is given to minimize side effects, true or false. To avoid taking alcohol when the phenoxymethyl penicillin is given, no. Phenoxymethyl penicillin has no story with the alcohol, no problem. B, to take the first dose of enalapril at night before going to bed. That is true because enalapril is a drug that causes postural hypotension in the first, when you take the first dose. Postural hypertension කියන්නේ හිටගෙන ඉන්නකොට blood pressure එක බහැලා වැටෙනවා. When you are standing, the blood pressure will go down, then you fall because the brain doesn't get enough blood. මොලේට ඇති වෙන ලේ යන්නේ නැතුව සිනතු වැටෙනවා. ඒතර patient කෙනෙක් ඉස්සෙල්ලාම enalapril ගන්නවා නම් bed time ගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද රැට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ, pressure එක අඩු නැහැ කියලා. C, to drink plenty of fluids when taking cotrimoxazole. True because cotrimoxazole is a sulfur drug. ඒක sulfur drugs එකක් නේ ඒක. Sulfur drugs වලදී හැදෙනවා product එක. metabolic sulfur drug metabolize වෙලා හැදෙන product එක sulfur drugs වලටත් වඩා දිය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So ඒකෙන්ද ඒක solubility අඩු නිසා බොන්න ඕනේ වැඩිපුර වතුර නැත්නම් kidneys වල deposit වෙනවා. So is true. To stop metronidazole if urine color becomes similar to plain tea. ඒක false because when you take metronidazole, naturally the urine color will change to tea color. And when it is, you don't have to stop the drug. ඒක පාට වෙනස් වෙනයි කියලා urine වල drug එක වෙනස් කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. නවත්තන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ හරියනවා. drug course එක ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ ඒක normal වෙනවා. To consult the doctor quickly if the patient develops a sore throat when taking carbimazole. That is true. Carbimazole suppress කරනවා bone marrow. ඒකට ඇති වෙන WBC හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ neutrophil විශේෂයෙන්. So when there is this production of white cells, no protection to the body. So the throat is the first place where the bacteria or virus goes and settle. ඉස්සෙල්ලා sore throat එක තමයි එන්නේ infection එක. ඒතකොට sore throat එක ආව ගමන් නවත්තන්න ඕනේ carbimazole. Right. Question number 23 වෙනකම් කරා. Thank you.